My next question is talking about like the importance of cash flow for a company, regardless if you are a startup or like a larger enterprise. But especially in this economy right now, we're seeing that there can be high pressure to perform during low sales periods, and some of the unexpectancies that we're seeing with things like COVID or the election that's coming up and how that has an impact on business. So my question to you is to what kind of financial levers are available to aid these companies successfully sell and to alleviate some of that pressure and stress that sales, finance, and leadership teams are facing today?
Yeah. So from the tech company who are selling products, ideally when they sell their solutions, which is what you're seeing now with a lot of the SaaS players, they like to sell an annual pay, or when they sell, they like to collect an annual fee upfront. This is because they want to be able to have the cash upfront for various business operations and investment purposes. And for the tech buyers, they are more and more looking at an options to pay over a period of time, because especially at this high interest rate, if they can better maneuver, better use their cash. So if they can have their cash being generate higher interest, for example, perhaps they can invest in different mode and not having to pay upfront, 12 months upfront, they would prefer to do it. So how do we actually help both sides? This is where Ratio Boost comes in, because from the seller's perspective with Ratio Boost, with a buy now pay later, a design for tech and SaaS companies, we are essentially providing them with a way to to finance their buyers. So when the tech companies were to sell a product, they can say, let's say the transaction is $100,000, and this buyer probably will like, oh, uh, can we can can we get a monthly payment options, or can we get a discounts? The seller sometimes, in order to get that upfront cash transactions faster, they'll do a heavy discount, sometimes 30, 40%. So the value of money for the seller is lower, but they manage to get the cash upfront. And for the buyers, yeah, they get a huge discount, but they still have to pay upfront. So instead, what we are doing for the tech seller is that you don't have to give such a huge discount, because your buyers, what they're asking for is flexible payments. Uh, we can actually provide uh, the tech sellers up to 90, well, up to the full value of the contract, so 100 grand. We take a fee out of that, but you get the full 100 grand. You don't have to do as much discount. Maybe you do a discount of 5 to 10%, but you get that entire fee up front. And we actually collect then from the buyers. We provide the flexible payment options to the buyers, to their tech sellers buyers, so that the buyers can pay 100 grand over a 12-month period with a little bit of interest rate on top. So it's a win-win for both. We strongly believe it's beneficial for both the seller and the buyer. And we've seen that with a lot of the customers who have started working with Ratio, and it's proven to be quite valuable for the seller, because we have sellers who basically said their discount level this reduced quite significantly, and then they don't lose deals anymore because the buyers just don't have the money to pay, or don't have the willingness to pay upfront on a SaaS contract.
Yeah, it changes the game for sure. Okay.